Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video of some of the upgrades that I've done to my truck. These are some of the upgrades that I've done because they've broke. I bash pretty heavily, and I enjoy jumping, 8, 10 feet in the air, landing some crazy back flips, doing front flips, and so these are some things that I've upgraded within the past year since I got my truck. One of the first things I did was I replaced my drive gear. I was driving in 3 to 4 inch grass, and my slipper was tight all the way down, and it just went ahead and shredded that gear. I guess it's a cast iron or something. When I went and got the upgraded drive gear, which is the bulletproof drive gear. So that was one of the first things I did. The next thing that I did was I got an RPM skid plate. I almost cracked my bottom of my transmission because this is open. Where I go bashing, there's a lot of rocks, so I went ahead and got this center skid plate to protect the transmission. Another thing that I think is very important with bashing, especially with high jumps, you're going to go ahead. You're just going to want to get these the HPI red springs. They're a lot thicker. They're a lot stiffer than the stock springs. Along with that is increase your shock oil weight to 45. I think the stock is 30, and I went ahead and tested a 70 weight, and it was just too thick. It was way too stiff. Almost bent one of my rods. So I went ahead and dropped it down to a 45 weight, and I haven't had any problems with this shock setup. It just handles great on big jumps. Another thing that I've done was I had a problem with my slipper clutch where the stock slipper clutch was either too tight or too loose. And I kept breaking bevel gears because it was too tight, so I loosened it up. Because it was too loose, it just went ahead and smoked my slipper pad. So what I did is I got a Robinson Racing 3-gen slipper clutch unit, and I haven't had any problems with it. I tightened it great. You put your feet down in the back. With the weight of this truck, I can bring it up to about right here, and it starts to slip. Perfect. It's perfect for me. I don't have any problems with it getting loose when I'm driving. I put a little Loctite on the nut. I haven't had any problems with it coming loose during my bash sessions. That is a very good investment in my opinion. Some of the other things that you want to do is RPM A-arms all around. Just go ahead and replace them. The stock ones break pretty easily. If you land, like sometimes I land like that on one tire because I try to do some crazy stuff, and they just snap. And it takes a while for them to snap, but they snap. And these I haven't had any problems. I land them all crazy, all kinds of crazy, and I haven't had any problems with it. Another thing that is essential is the chassis. I went ahead and bent my chassis. So I went ahead and got the TCS 5mm chassis, and I just got the stock size. I didn't get the XL size. I don't know, this truck's already big enough. I don't see the point in making it any bigger. Plus, it adds a lot more weight. Yes, if you get the XL, you can actually bring your ESC down inside of the chassis so it's protected, but it's just, I just wasn't interested in it. And this thing holds up great. I've had it for a few months now, and I haven't had any problems with it. Nothing's been bent. So another thing is tires. Now the stock tires are great, but well, actually they're not great. They don't give that great of traction, and they don't look that good. But for stock, I mean, whatever. So I went in and got the Trencher X 3.8-inch tires with the 1/2-inch offset Desperado wheels, and I got them for looks, but also size. They just look awesome. and they give a lot of grip, especially on a slippery terrain. I have no problem with spinning out all the time. And I don't need to, I don't need to throttle it down all the time. I keep it at mid throttle and I'm hauling. So it's been great. And that's pretty much all the upgrades that I have. Some little things here and there, like put some padding on your front and rear shock towers to prevent the screws from going through your body. Put a little bit of padding right here so that way your body is not collapsing all the way down to the top of this. You want to keep it up a little bit more. And also zip tie everything. I haven't got any new hubs that remove the turnbuckles, which I don't think I want to. I don't want to switch over to aluminum. I'd rather stuff break than bend. So I just zip tied these, but you can also just take them off. Put some washers in there to keep them from coming off. You basically use the washer as a way to keep the turnbuckle from coming out or off. Same thing here. If you unscrew this, put a washer in front, keep it from coming off. I think that would be pretty good. That's pretty much it. Other than that, this truck is very strong. I'm very happy with it. You spend $550. I don't remember how much it was. $550, $600 when I got it. I think I've put in about $300. So it's not a cheap hobby. But it's worth spending the extra to make it even more durable, so that way you don't have to keep fixing it all the time. So feel free to leave a comment, ask some questions, give me some feedback, things that I haven't mentioned that you've had problems with. I'd love to hear about it.